Hello, Greenleaf. Today is Ash Wednesday, the beginning of the season of Lent. In many churches on Ash Wednesday, they'll have a service in which one of the things that happens is the pastor or the priest will take the ashes of palm branches, which were saved from the previous year's Palm Sunday, and they've been burned, and he'll take his thumb and dip them into the ashes, and as congregants come up to the altar or wherever, he'll make the sign of a cross on their forehead, and he'll quote Genesis 3:19, which says, "For you were made from dust, and to dust you will return." It may seem a little bit dark or morbid to those of us who are not used to this, but this is a healthy reminder of our own mortality. So last Sunday, if you were with us or if you caught up on the podcast in church, we read from Psalm 103, and part of it goes like this. "The Lord is like a father to his children, tender and compassionate to those who fear him. For he knows how weak we are. He remembers that we are only dust. Our days on earth are like grass. Like wildflowers, we bloom and die. The wind blows and we are gone, as though we had never been here." And let me just say this, that today, remember that the Lord knows how weak you are. Do you know how weak you are? The Lord remembers that you are only dust. Do you remember that you're only dust? You know, we don't like acknowledging our weaknesses. It's the human condition to sweep them under the rug or to minimize them or to mask them in some way. It's the human condition to pretend that we don't remember the fact that we are mortal and temporary. We pretend like we're going to live for forever, or we entertain ourselves out of that reality in some way. But today begins a season of knowing, a season of remembering. And that's the heart of Lent. It's a season of honest self-reflection and of repentance. And in the same way that this knowing and remembering is the motivation for God's compassion for us, as we read in Psalm 103, may be our motivation to cut ourselves some slack sometimes and also to show compassion to others. So there you go, Greenleaf. Ash Wednesday. Remember that you were made from dust, and to dust you will return. And next week we'll dive into some more Lenten stuff as we talk about fasting. In next week's